What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to the No Counts Given podcast, your premier place for all things dance. I am your host, Kyle Rush, and Happy New Year's. It is 2026. I hope everyone has a great start or has had a great start to your 2026 so far. Listen, we're like days away from UDA Nationals, a month away from DTU Nationals. Then we have the College Classic in April. There is so much going on right now in the world of dance team, and especially in the 2 weeks since we have taken our break at No Counts Given. The influx of dance team content has like really taken off, and it is very exciting to see where dance team fits in terms of social media and creators and all of the fun stuff. Today's a really quick and fun episode. I get to just talk about the changes that are going on at DTU Nationals this 2026. We are 1 month away from DTU Nationals today. Like a month away from today, you might be on that, what would it be, prelims stage? That is crazy. We're like days away. But before I even get into the episode, of course, I have to give a special thank you to my sponsors, Dance Team Union and Rebel Athletics. Every dancer deserves to feel unstoppable, no matter what the stage looks like. That all starts with the costume that does more than sparkle. Rebel Athletics dance costumes are built to elevate every performance from the first 8 count to the final pose. With Rebel, you can work with a team of talented fashion designers and get artful designs, show-stopping embellishments, and custom details that help your team create a look that's unmistakably yours. If you dream it, Rebel can help you bring it to life. Plus, you get the artwork for free revisions, and a free prototype. From sketch to final product, no strings attached. And because every piece is crafted with Rebel level premium fabrics, your dancers get the comfort, durability, and flexibility they need to look and feel incredible through every practice, every rehearsal, every show. Finish off your look with the only puff palms in North America. In stock in 10 vibrant colors. Also available with hands-free straps. The Rebel Puff Palms give your dancers a winning combo that's perfect for show-stopping routines. Every dancer's items arrive individually packaged and labeled, so there's no sorting to do, making distributions fast, easy, and stress-free. Want to learn more? Explore our 2025-2026 dance books at rebelathleticsdance.com and start designing your best season yet. And after you are done doing your little email to rebelathleticdance.com, the next thing I need you to do is you are going to go to danceteamunion.com. Prodigy Dance Convention is coming to DTU Nationals, and dancers, coaches, anyone involved in the dance team world, you don't want to miss this. You are going to get real recruiting opportunities from recruits, from coaches, from top leaders that are in the dance team industry, and you're going to get those insights on what it really takes to level your career into the college dance team realm. With that, you're going to get advice, you're going to be able to talk to recruits, you're going to be able to make connections, you're going to have a faculty that truly loves dance team and wants to see you succeed. And for the first time ever, Prodigy Dance Convention comes to Dance Team Union Nationals. Get ready to elevate your performance and your future. Prodigy Convention blends elite training with real recruitment access. Explore jazz, hip hop, pom, technique, acro, plus chances to unlock one-on-one time with college recruiters. But what makes this event truly special is its home at DTU Nationals, hosted by Dance Team Union, an organization built to be bold, be authentic, be you. DTU was founded to bring a fresh coach and dancer-focused approach to competition. They prioritize artistry along with technique, providing feedback that helps your team grow, not just compete, and foster a positive, inclusive atmosphere where each dancer is seen and valued. And now you have your chance to stand out. Registration is open, spots are limited. Go to danceteamunion.com to register and get ready to shine on February 5th at DTU Nationals in Orlando, Florida. Your story starts here. All right, listen, let's talk about these changes that are coming to the DTU stage. There's not many. It's not like a whole list of changes. And if you want all of this information, go to danceteamunion.com. Everything is there for you to see. I love that DTU even put together like just a page of the changes. Transparent, straight to the point. I don't have to go fishing through the rule book to see if I caught all the changes. I have a separate handbook that's going to tell me all of the changes. I enjoy that. We love transparency here at No Counts Given. Okay, the first one is eligible teams. Okay, now again, I'm only talking about the changes. So if you're scrolling through and you see the reds, that is what I am talking about. Okay, we're talking about role changes and score sheet changes. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about the eligible teams that we have to compete at DTU because Dance Team Union, it is school teams, but then their nationals in February also is all-star teams as well too. But those all-star teams, the rule book says an all-star team for which all performing dancers are from the same exact school or from the same cooperative school or school groups or district, all of those things may choose to compete in either all-star divisions or school divisions at DTU competition, but must elect the same division type for the entire competition. That is, if the school elects to compete in a school division at DTU Nationals, all of those routines must be in that school division. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Maybe you have like a, let's say, a senior pom team, okay? And the senior pom divisions at DTU, I'm not saying this is factual, okay? Because the senior pom division at DTU is actually pretty freaking big. But let's say for 1 year, maybe this year, maybe next year, who knows? It's not as big, right? Okay. I want to put my team in small varsity pom instead. I can do that. But then I have to also go I have to also go varsity hip hop, varsity jazz, varsity lyrical, varsity all of the things, right? So that is something that I feel separates DTU from its competitors quite a bit because you actually really do not see that, quite frankly. It's either you're going to compete studio, you're going to compete all star, you're going to compete high school or middle school or all of the things, right? Junior high, all of those things. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I am interested to see if teams are going to do that. I want to say, and do not quote me on this because I could be wrong, but when I was doing my research recently, I want to say that Miami Arts competed all star before. The rulebook says participating in the semifinals benefits each team by giving it an additional round of feedback from DTU judges and has no negative effect on the team's opportunity to win a national championship. Scores from the preliminary and semifinal rounds do not carry over to finals. Although DTU may decide in its sole discretion to advance one or more teams from a preliminary round or group directly to finals. Most teams competing in the preliminary round will be invited to dance again in the semifinals round. Okay, now additionally with that, because this is all subbed into the same role area, as you see, that's one, here's two. There is no specific qualifying score or placement in the preliminary round or group that guarantees advancing directly to finals. The only teams guaranteed to advance to finals in a specific division are A, the first place team in the preliminary round in that division, or B, any rankings winner in that division. That sums it up for you, okay? First place, or you want to win the rankings, you're going to you're going to go straight to finals, okay? All because you don't advance directly to finals does not mean you cannot win a national championship, okay? I want to use Dakota Palm as an example, okay? I remember last season they finished, it was either prelims or semifinals, and like seventh place, it was seventh or eighth place they finished. They went on to win the entire Palm division. So yeah, take that, take that. Okay, DTU aims to use a mixture in finals of judges who have seen the finalist routines in a prior round, and two, judges who are seeing the finalist rounds for the first time. Pretty much what it is saying is that in your finals round, DTU is going to they're going to be trying their best to get judges that have already seen your routine and judges that have not seen your routine. Okay. Some of these judges are going to give you a fresh new take. I like this. It's going to keep that finals round not predictable, to be quite honest with you. A lot of times we do see these judges judge prelim round to semifinals round to finals round and have no changes. And what do you see in the scores and the rankings and the results? No changes. They already know who they want to put in front from that first moment, right? Having a new judge look at the division is definitely going to give it a spin. I like the comments, the scores, the critiques that you got in your first or second round prelims or semifinals should help you win over that new judge. You have to listen to what those judges are saying in those rounds. Okay, this is fun. One thing I love about DTU, okay, I love props. I love a good backdrop. It very much so reminds me of like when I used to watch West Covina and the lab compete at like West Coast Elite. And it was always so fun to see like the different concepts and the real way that you could use artistry and dance other than just movement. Um, Backdrops may be permitted, but only with prior written approval from DTU. Okay. Simple as that. You want to have a special theme, you want to have a special prop, you want to have a special backdrop. Don't show up to the competition bringing it to warm-ups and then throw everyone off, because that's not going to lead you to the best road, I would say. Reach out, make sure it's okay, get that approval, print out that approval, you hold that approval with you, you tape that approval to your prop, you never lose that approval. I doubt that there'd be any issues, but you always want to have your back. Okay, let's go into some score sheet changes. My favorite. My favorite. Okay. We're going to start with hip hop. Okay. So, hip hop technique. I really like that they added a little bit more clarity here, I would say. Okay. So, for that hip hop technique, which is out of 10 points, uh, before it was the proper execution of hip hop styles presented, such as isolations, grooves, locking, whacking, house, crumping, breaking, voguing, popping. I cannot read that last. Oh, stepping. I was like, I cannot read from here. I'm blind. But they added style components, okay? Um, Adding on to that, let's go to overall movement quality. So they added it's not just movement quality anymore, it's the overall movement quality. You are crediting all overall movement quality here, okay? Then next, the execution of style, the consistency of styles amongst team members, consider intent of style, deduct for individual major errors, okay? um I like that they're saying amongst team members, like the consistency amongst team members. Your front center girl cannot just be giving us all of the grooves, isolations, locking, whacking, and executing it to a T. It's everyone, everyone. Yes. So something to keep in mind of with hip hop. And we have been actually seeing it this season, I will say, definitely at a lot of the regionals, especially right before break. Like, we really are starting to see how the hip hop technique and the overall movement quality can really help some of these teams, which I thoroughly enjoy. I was recently having a conversation with a coach, and one thing that they pointed out, and I feel like it's important because this is my first time talking on score sheets with hip hop, and it did open my eyes a little bit, and it made me like have to think. But one thing that they talked about is that in DTU's hip hop score sheet, there's nowhere in there that really like credits your cleanliness, right? How clean you are when you're doing your routine, whatever, how clean you are. But one thing that I think is very important is that that ties into like all of the captions, okay? How clean you are in your technique, how clean you are in your execution, how clean you are in your choreography. All of those captions, your cleanliness is going to enhance those scores immediately, just like that, right? Where I feel in hip hop, having a, like, say there was an overall movement cleanliness in there, okay? That's going to start messing with a lot of these hip hop coaches and choreographers' head, and they're going to start thinking that everything needs to be chop, 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 sharp, 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 sharp. And in hip hop, the fundamentals and especially like crumping, I would even say like house, even some popping, like it's not meant to be crystal clear, right? everyone's going to execute that movement a little bit differently, but the execution is what helps us see that cleanliness. I know that makes sense. It's like, what did you just say, right? Yeah, I said what I said. Moving on. Let's go to jazz score sheet. Okay, they added difficulty of skills. Now, I do like this and I love this, and I want to say I have seen and I have heard it's not, some coaches are interpreting this the way that I think they need to, okay? They hear difficulty of skills and they automatically think like the entire group, right? And as dancers, we have our individual strengths. And I do believe that in skills as well too. Listen, you want turns? I got you. You need an acro skill, 540 back handspring, aerial, front flip, back. I got you. You want me to do a toe touch? That difficulty, I just brought it up to a 9.9 with my 540 and aerial. Now you want me to drop it to a 7.3 because of my toe touch? No. So you have to use those individual strengths to really play into that difficulty of skills, difficulty of leaps, turns, jumps, extensions. Play into those, okay? I promise you, the team that is out there giving you all of the turns, all of the jumps, all of the leaps, all of the aerials, all of the acrobatic skills. I probably shouldn't say aerials because this is, yeah, um, might not be the one that's going to win, because was the difficulty there? Did you make it look easy or did you make it look difficult? Let's go to kick. Okay, so kick, they added the quality and difficulty of other movements. And we see this a lot in kick routines, right? It's not just solid kicks 100% of the routine. So that's going to include the overall quality of movement, excluding kicks, technical difficulty of movement, excluding kicks. Note that jazz skills such as leaps, turns, and extensions are not required. Do not deduct for their absence. Okay. Very important to know. I am planning at DTU Nationals this season to just sit and watch a kick division. I did not do it last year. Um, Actually, to be quite honest with you, I haven't really been the biggest fan of kick. Um, yeah. I loved when I first started like covering dance team, and actually my whole upbringing of dance team. I've always loved hip hop and pom. Those were like my two things, okay? And then like right post pandemic, I started really appreciating and loving lyrical. It was when teams like started actually tapping into artistry and less of just like clean lines, chop 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 chop, aerial aerial, jump jump, leap leap. Um I started actually really appreciating um, lyrical and jazz. And then I feel so bad. I should do my research and I should have looked up the name, but I didn't even know I was going to talk about this. But there was a routine at DTU Nationals Battle that I loved. It was kick. I loved it. And I was just so blown away. And then I started talking to DTU staff and some of the partners, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was obsessed with that routine. And pretty much everyone was like, you need to watch Kick a little bit more if you like that routine. So this year I'm going to watch Kick a little bit more. All right, you guys. That is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Come back on Thursday. Okay, Thursday's going to be fun. I'm very excited for Thursday. I'm not going to share too much, okay? But Thursday, I'm sorry to laugh. Thursday is going to be fun. Just come on Thursday. Like this video, subscribe, hit that follow button, do all of the YouTube-y, podcasty things, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye, everyone.